Aliyah speaks about the Aseres Adibros, the Ten Commandments. This reminds me that one time I was speaking to a person that was not religious, and I was trying to convince them to go and keep the Torah. And they said, listen, they tell me that they keep the important parts of the Torah. I'm like, oh, you keep the important parts, like the big important. So before I asked them what the importance were, I was like, so then you would keep the Ten Commandments, right? That's the basic. Of course you keep that, right? They were like, yeah, of course. 10 Commandments for sure I keep. It's the other difficult things. And the Rabban, people go and make their excuses. So I said, he keeps the 10 Commandments. So I go to him and I say, do you keep Shabbos? And he's like, no, I don't keep Shabbos. I keep the Ten Commandments, I don't keep Shabbos. And I'm like, do you know that Shabbos is the fourth of the 10 Commandments? So he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you know what the 10 Commandments are? And so he obviously didn't know. And many people, unfortunately, don't realize what the Aseres Adibros are. What are the 10 Commandments? So let's do a quick, the fourth Aliyah goes over the Aseres Adibros, so let's go over it very, very quickly. The first of the Aseres Adibros is that I am HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I am your God. I am the one who brought you out of Mitzrayim from the house of slavery. That's commandment number 1. That is Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Commandment number 2 is that you're not allowed to have any other gods before me. There's no avodah zarah. You're not allowed to bow down to them. You're not allowed to make an image on them. You're not allowed to serve them. Why? Because there's one HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that's who you have to serve, and there's no other gods that you're allowed to serve. That's commandment number 2. Commandment number 3 is you're not allowed to take Hashem's name in vain. You're not allowed to go and swear in Hashem's name in vain. Commandment number 4 is to remember the Shabbos. And over here, in Parshas Vaetchanan, it says, Shamar. Shamar es HaShabbos. You have to go and guard the Shabbos. In Parshas Yisro, where it speaks about the other times where it says Aseres Adibros, it says Zachar es Yom HaShabbos. So one of the question is, why is one place says Shamar and the other place says Zachar? And one of the answers is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu said Shamar and Zachar b'dibar echad. It was one, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said in one, something that's very hard to understand, to fathom, because we can't even comprehend such a thing. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu said one word, and they were both, the one word was Shamar and the other word was Zachar. So therefore, one time it says it Shamar, and one time it says it as Zachar. The 5th of the 10 Commandments is you have to honor your father and your mother. And it also goes on and says that it says and then it goes on and says that your days will be lengthened. So you have to honor your father and your mother, and this is where you're going to have a length of your days. Commandment number 6 is that you shall not murder. No murder. Commandment number 7 is not to commit any adultery. Commandment number 8 is not to steal. Commandment number 9 is not to bear false witness against your neighbor. And finally, the 10th commandment is you're not allowed to covet your neighbor's house, or your neighbor's wife, or the maidservant, the manservant, or anything. You're not allowed to go and desire something that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to your friend or your neighbor.